Now it's the time for us to analyze the relationship between the variables. We can do it in two ways. First, if we have independent and dependent variables, both are quantitative variables, we need to use what we have learned regression analysis or correlational analysis. We have learned it in P4 BRS statistic courses. In the current research group, the purchase intention has been averaged from two parallel questions, and this is the dependent variable, and it is a quantitative variable. And if I go through this group's data, I find only the monthly net income is measured in a quantitative variable. So this again is a quantitative variable, and I can use it as an independent variable to see how the monthly income is related with people's purchase intention of the sustainable products. Okay, but I have noticed that for this variable, I have quite a few missing data. If I include the missing data to the correlation analysis, I cannot find a reliable answer for that. So in this case, I will ignore the missing data, only use the answers with the valid responses. And I need to first organize or sort the data. So I click Ctrl+A of my keyboard and select the whole table. Then I go to the Data tab and sort. I wanted to sort it using column G. That is the monthly income. Okay, because the first row has been taken as the headers. So the real headers has been put it downwards. And I can see that these are all valid answers. So I will select them until the response is 69. So the 69th rows. So I click Ctrl+C to copy that into a new working sheet. And I put it here. So this is my monthly income. In total, there are 69 responses here. Then I go back to select the corresponding purchase intention. I can hide these rows temporarily. Right-click my mouse, select all these columns, and I hide them. So from here to the top, this is my dependent variable, the purchase intention, average of two parallel questions. So it comes here. So if I simply click paste, you can see it's not accurate because they also paste the equation here. So the best way is right-click my mouse and click this 1, 2, 3, or the same as if you click paste special and choose the values. And then you only paste the values without copying the formulas. Now, this is the purchase intention, PI. I wanted to find whether the income is related with the purchase intention. I have several ways to do that. First, a good habit is to visualize them. I can select this data, go to Insert, and in P4 statistics, we have learned scatter diagram is the best way for us to visualize it. So this is the one that I can visualize it. Now, I can also add a trend line. I select any data point, right-click my mouse, click Add Trend Line, and by default, the trend line will be added. And then you can see this line a little bit flat, and the data tend to scatter quite widely around this line. And it shows the relationship is not very strong. But we still need the hard evidence to convince my readers. Before that, I need to refine this visualization. I can put the axis title, and I know that here is the monthly net income. And that is measured in euro. And here is the purchase intention. Okay, and it ranges from 1 to 5. And this is the relationship between income and purchase intention. Okay, now I need to conduct regression analysis to see what exactly is the correlation coefficient and the coefficient of determination. So I will go to Data tab, Data Analysis, Regression. This is what you have learned in BRS Week 5 and Week 6 Excel courses. I first select the dependent variable, that is the purchase intention. And then I go to the independent variable, that is the income. And I would like to have my output on the same working sheet. So I put it somewhere here. Then I click OK. This is the output. And there are quite a few redundant information that we don't need to report. For example, at this moment, these are not important, these are not important, and these are not important, as well as this. Okay, so first I know that R squared is 0.056892, and I convert it into a percentage number, keep 2 decimals, and I can report it like this. That's 5.69%. 5.69% of the variation of purchase intention, PI, is explained by the variation of the monthly net income. Because 5.69% is quite a little, so I can say only 5.69%. And this has already indicated that I may have very weak relationship. So I can get the correlation coefficient. Of correlation. It comes from the square root of 0.569. And that is 0.75. Sorry, that is 0.0569. So the relationship is 0.24. And we know that if the absolute value of correlation coefficient is smaller than 0.03, this indicates it is a weak relationship. So what we can write in the report is the monthly net income is positively and weakly related with the purchase intention, with the PI, and while R equals to 0.24. And why it's positive? It is decided by the slope, and the slope is here. This is a positive number. So if this is a positive number, it's a positive relationship. So that is why in the report it says it's a positive relationship, and R is 0.24. So this is the statement we prefer to read from your EBS project for the correlation analysis between quantitative variables.